YouTube, what's good? It's your man CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again, back with another video, ladies and gentlemen. And I do have to send my sincerest apologies to you all for not uploading in more than 2 weeks. As y'all know, I've been grinding. It's nursing school. When I'm in nursing school mode, it's hard to focus on content, but I promise you I'm gonna try to be better. So YouTube, I'm in the beginning of week 3 of my nursing school journey. I'm in Medsurge, and we had just had our first exam, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you something. Medsurge is nothing to play with. See, the rumor originally was that Peds OB was the big bad wolf. I don't think that's the truth. In all honesty, I think the big bad wolf is Medsurge, ladies and gentlemen, because when I tell you that exam had me sweating, it definitely had me sweating. Now, as far as how the exam went, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I am not gonna lie. This test was crazy difficult, and I'm gonna just be real. I passed. I got an 84%, and I was happy with that. I won't lie though. Part of me was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? You could have did better. But at the same time, the other part of me was like, yo, they say that this was the hardest test in the whole program. This is not the time to be on some, I want to be the best super student, all this kind of stuff. This is not the time. Your only objective is to pass these classes, ladies and gentlemen. So I just had to get that in there. The test was 65 questions. I got an 84%. Medsurge is nothing to play with. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially with it being so accelerated. It's taking in a lot of information and learning it at the same time. So, but we doing what we do. So now, what we're gonna do is, as y'all know, I have a contingent job. And it's so funny because my travel job actually asked me to come back out there. I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I'm actually going to look for another contingent job today. And I'm not really on the job hunt per se, but I am looking for another job. I actually want 3. I'm gonna tell you why. I want 3 because I want 2 contingents just in case that stops, just in case one contingent start acting funny and everything like that. But then I want a part-time, maybe full-time gig to where, I can work just until school is over. Stability. I don't want to go full-time or part-time at my current contingent job. That would be silly. Why would I do that? Why would I give up that spot? And then when I want to go back contingent again, you full-time now, I'm playing all these games. No, we're not gonna do that, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, I've heard of a spot in the city. I'm not gonna say where it is, but I am gonna take you with me as much as I can, and I'm heading down there now to what may be one of the most hood facilities in my city. So join me as we go to one of the most hood facilities in my city and see if we can get hired on the spot. I know a lot of people, and it's so crazy how things have changed in the last few years, because I remember where you could just walk in and get a job here, and which you still can in some places, but now it's more so fill out the app first and go on the website and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm not used to that. I'm used to you walking in, oh, thanks for coming, you're hired. So, but things is changing. They are trying to show that they are not desperate. So yeah, be that as it may, let's go. It's a beautiful day in the city. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's a beautiful day out. And guess what? We're all still alive, regardless of the political outcome of the election. Now, y'all know I don't talk politics on this channel, but we still got to get back to business as usual, because the talk in a nursing home about this election has been crazy. ladies and gentlemen. And I do mean crazy. But I mean, we still got to get back to business as usual. So today is my off day, which means I don't have to work nor go to class. So the objective for today pretty much is to get sleep. Get sleep and start to work on a group project that I have and listen and go over my lecture. Just nothing really crazy. I did a lot of it. Not a lot, but I did some of it last night, went over it, and I started, transferring my lecture to Quizlet. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I like to do to test myself. So I started doing that last night. And so today, the objective is to just get all of it on Quizlet, so then I can go directly into test mode and go from there. Start testing myself on questions and the concepts, and maybe doing some practice questions online and do the prep views and everything like that. So that's really what I'm on right now. Besides, seeing what this contingent job is looking like. No, I think I'm more curious more so than anything, because I've looked in nursing groups about this particular place, and they have all said the same thing. It's ghetto. And I'm like, it can't be that bad. I worked in the trenches. You dig? I have worked in the trenches. So I'm just like, it can't be that bad, according to what some of y'all are saying, or some of them are saying. But we about to find out. Now, some of y'all may be asking, CJ, why are you getting into contingent jobs and looking for a part-time job and all that kind of stuff, And it goes as follows, ladies and gentlemen, because the reason I'm doing it is because of the outcome. Now, here's the thing. Regardless, and I got full faith in myself and full faith in God. Regardless of the situation with RN school, win, lose, or draw, pass, fail, I'm still going to enjoy myself this summer. That's gonna happen, and that is why it is so important for me to find these contingent jobs. And like I said, I have one already, and they always need help. But they just had orientation, and they tried to get me to come on days full time and all that kind of stuff. No one, I'm not doing that. I got school, and I'm just not about that life. Knowing that I ain't really about it, but I'm good on that. And so that's the point of getting another one, because somewhere somebody always gonna need some help. But the most difficult part in my side of town is finding contingent help. Finding somewhere that needs contingent help that will allow you to come in when you want. And usually it's always the same, and when I say always the same, I mean in the trenches. You dig what I'm saying? So it is what it is, because not many nursing homes and all those and assisted livings have contingent, and it's a nice facility, because everybody wants to work at a nice facility. That's just the nature of the beast. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why, when I finish my RN, I am thinking about possibly going to the hospital, because, they can make their own schedules for the most part, and then, it can go contingent and work full-time hours, and that's dope, with no issues from what I've heard. So, I'm feeling that. I've even thought about trying to get back in, not get back, but trying to get in the hospital system while I'm in nursing school. But I think what I probably will do is start applying so I can get my foot in the door. I'm going to start looking into some of the hospitals that I may be interested in, so I get my foot in the door and see what they say. But the pay cuts, man, I don't know, bro. I might just have to wait. We're gonna see, though. We definitely gonna see. Going to the ICU, y'all. I'm in clinical, going to the ICU right now. It's cracking. Welcome to this part of the vlog. So, let me give you a quick recap on what I did. I went down and I got an application for the place that I was going to be applying at, but I didn't go in because I'm already meeting with the guy Tuesday. And Tuesday, I'm supposed to be seeing him. He pretty much going to hire me on the spot. It's a contingent position. But man, when I tell you, and I didn't want to show it on camera because I'm sure there's a lot of people from my city that watch this channel, and I'm not trying to put the place on blast. But it was definitely ratchet. Security at the door, all kind of stuff. So that was yesterday. Today, I did my clinical today. It was 12 hours. And man, it was a good day. I never look forward to going to clinical, but clinical was amazing. My clinical instructor is amazing. She's also our lecturer. She's also our lecturer, our teacher, our professor for the class. And she's amazing. On top of being a sister, I am so proud because she knows so much, and she was born to teach. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like that. I feel like she was born to teach, and I just feel like she loves to teach. It's a difference when you have a clinical instructor that's just doing it to do it. Not saying that they can't teach good if they don't love to teach, but you could tell it's a difference between a teacher that loves to teach and that's just doing it. You know what I'm saying? But this person loves to teach, and she's patient. Now she getting the best out of you. She want to get the best out of you, but she not on no ogre type of drill sergeant, nothing like that. But she's not to be played with either. But she wants you to do what you're supposed to do. And I just feel like as adults, once we establish a repertoire, I do what I'm supposed to do. She's gonna help us get to where we need to get. And it's a beautiful thing. You pay attention. I do what I'm supposed to do. I jump in. Hey, anybody need some help if I have a clinical? So we on a Medsurge floor, on a telemetry floor, and it's like a stroke unit, stuff like that. It deals with the older population, and that's my speed anyway. So I had a really good time in clinical. This might be my favorite one so far. My second favorite was my time in the OR. So that was pretty dope. And I'm finna go home, and I'm actually about to call off work. As soon as my phone died. But as soon as my phone turned on, I'm about to call off work because stupidly I told them that I could come in tonight at 12. I'm tired. I just did 12 hours. I don't want to go home, sleep for a few hours, and go to work. I'm in no condition to do that. I shouldn't even said nothing. And they know I got clinicals on today. So I'm finna tell them like, yo, I can't do it. I had to find somebody else for the night. But I work tomorrow. And I'll probably end up doing like a 16 or something like that, going in a little bit earlier. But tonight, I'm gonna do some studying for a few hours, get something to eat, and then watch a little TV with my woman. So it's gonna be decent. But I need to be able to sleep in. I'm sleeping in tomorrow. But all in all, clinical has been good. The first 3 weeks have been good so far. There's Medsurge class, passed my exam, doing my prep use to get the extra points. Anything it takes for me to pass this class, I'm going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. So last night I couldn't study. I was so tired. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was super tired because I had class that day, came home, took a nap, went to work, and I was just tired. I couldn't do nothing when I came home that day. So I'm keeping tonight off. So I can take care of some things, and it is what it is. So, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, clinical is good. I'm enjoying myself. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think the hospital is where I want to go, and I actually think the hospital I'm doing clinicals at right now is where I want to be, and on the unit that I'm at right now. I think that's really where I want to be to start off at, because I think it's a good way for me to get my foot in the door into hospital nursing, all the nurses, and I know it's not gonna always be peaches and cream every day, but you could just tell when you got a professional, when you in a professional environment. All the nurses were cool, because a lot of the nurses that work there came from my school, so they know my professor that's teaching, and she's like a legend, like up there. So everybody knows my clinical professor. She's dope, and you could tell she rubs off on everybody she touches as a professor. So, and as a person that does, as a clinical instructor, because you could just see it in them. Everybody willing to teach you some stuff. Everybody want to show you some stuff. You know what I'm saying? If they have something to show. So I got to go to the ICU today. One of the NPs took us to the ICU, and we saw some very some cases that did not look so good. So I'll just keep it at that. But it was a good experience. But I think I definitely want to start out where I'm doing my clinical at right now, on that floor. It's an older population. It's a telemetry floor. My bad if I'm saying that wrong. And I just had a good day, man. It was a good experience, and I really enjoyed myself. So shout out to Dr. I'm not gonna say her name yet, but shout out to her for being a dope clinical instructor, for bringing out the best in us, for making us critically think, for us learning how to critically think. And I appreciate that. And she just want to bring out the best in you. She's patient. If you don't know something, she don't make you feel dumb. She wants you to think about things, but she don't make you feel dumb. So like if you have a question or something, or if you don't know something, she'll be like, well, why do you think it is? And then you'll be like, you'll give your answer. And then she'll give you part A, B, and C to make you think of why this may or may not be the answer. So she has a dope way of teaching. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to get up out of here. So I'm going to hit y'all back in a minute. Peace.